good brother on the line right here, man. Has a battle coming up pretty soon versus JBurna, man. Y'all go ahead and check that one out and show some love. We got the good brother Corleone on the line. Yo, what's going on with you, King?
Man, what's good? Nothing much, man. Just out here in Vegas, training some fighters and whatnot.
I heard that. I definitely appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, calling up, man.
Oh, yeah, no, my pleasure, bro.
Love, man. Okay, so, for those who may not be aware, man, how did you first get your start in battle rap?
Man, honestly, a lot of people know 808 MC. I'm the West Coast, been at it for years, and he came back. We actually used to spar a lot, even before he came back and battled Young Kells. We used to spar a lot and whatnot, just to bullshit, and then he was like, I'm going to come back. I'm going to make my comeback. So he came back, and then once he got on, back on in A-Hat, he brought me in. My first battle was against 6500 last year at the A-Hat anniversary. And, I did what I did, and they brought me back, and I'm still here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, I heard that. So, I know you got this battle coming up against the homie JBurna, man. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying, how did you guys' battle come about? Have you guys been looking to actually battle for a minute, or was this something where they just kind of presented a battle and you just took it?
Honestly, nah. To be honest, I didn't hear about him. I'm sure he didn't hear about me until, they presented my name to him. It was kind of the same way. I actually, I wanted Chosen Prophet. And, they decided to go another route. He's battling Bobby Lee on the same card, so shout out to him. Shout out to Bobby Lee. That's a big homie. So, they told me I got JBurna. Oh, at the end of the day, this is a great look. You know what I mean? This is ground zero. This is, the pathway to King of the Dot. So I'm not going to turn that down. You know what I mean? So they gave me him, watched him. I mean, he's a rapper, I guess. He's cool. But, he's just one that has to die. I don't know how to say this. I mean, he's a rapper.
Yeah. Nah, I heard that. So, are you ready right now? Are you, you in the final stages of, getting prepped up and everything, or?
I just started writing yesterday.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I'm just fucking with you. I thought I was going to, freestyle my third round in reverse. That ain't never been done before. I'm just fucking with you. I know that fucked you up, right? Nah, I've been prepping, man. Of course, this is a good opportunity, you know what I mean? When you got the league owner in attendance, that's huge. I mean, KOTD is pretty much running battle rap right now. So, to have Organic there and whatnot, and big. So, of course, I want to show out. To be honest, I'm not really worried about what he brings. That's not in a, he's shitty. I just feel like I'm better, and I need to do better than what I've been doing. So that's my goal.
Okay. That's what's up. So let me ask you this, because I ask everybody who comes on the show this just to kind of see where your mind is at as a battler. If you had a top three, a hit list of people you're just like, man, if I could do any battles, these would be the three people I would just want to battle and cook. Who would those three people be?
Man, that's a crazy question. To be honest, I've never really thought about that. To be honest, this is my third battle. So, are we talking about West Coast or in general?
In general, anybody. It doesn't even matter how big their name is. Just three people that you respect, or you just feel like, man, they're not even fire. I just want to cook them and get them up out of there.
Man, you know what? Cortez would be one.
Oh,
Cortez would be one. I'm just saying, because, he got a late surge in his career and whatnot. You know what I mean? He's hot, he's on a hot streak, quote unquote. I still don't think he's good, and I still, I'd want to fuck him up. Brown on brown. Let's get it. That's one. Number two, I'd probably be on the West Coast with this one, and there ain't nothing against him. I actually think he's good. I would like to battle Clutch. Clutch the Kid, from Cali. I think he's dope. Don't get me wrong. I think he'll well with him, and I'd like to see it one day. And third, third. I don't know, man. That's a good fucking question. Get down. I'm trying to think region to region. Trying to get one in Canada. There's a good one in Canada. I don't know. Man, get back to me on that one. Let me think of my third. I'm gonna shout it out after. I never really thought about that. To be honest with
you. Yeah. Nah, I
so
hear you
right now I got
that.
Cortez and Clutch. All right, I'm gonna come back with my third one later.
I heard that. Okay. So, I know, as a battler right now, and, you putting in work out here, and, getting ready for all your upcoming battles and whatnot. But from a fan's perspective, who were some of the people who influenced you early on that made you either want to start battling, or people that you seen and were just like, oh, man, I got to do this?
Man, I've been watching battle rap since Smack DVD. So, of course, Mook is one. His battle with Jay Mills was the first battle I've ever seen. So, that was definitely, that battle made me fall in love with the culture, to be honest with you. But, I fucked with Surf Heavy when he first came out. And, he's pretty, he's still consistent. So he's still up there for me. Lux, gray hoodie Lux in the CD shop, that Lux. And, man, that's pretty much it, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know you mentioned the Smack DVD, man. That was a good time for battle rap, man, when battle rap was really kind of making that reemergence.
It was, it was organic, you know what I mean? It seemed more natural, not as staged, not as mainstream, not as commercial, it gave you that real feel, like when A-Verb was battling SB. You know what I mean? That feel. I want that type of battle one day.
Yeah, that's a fact. Right now, it just seems like people are either just going through the motions, they're there for a check. They don't really seem like they have that same type of hunger that they once had when it comes to battle rap.
It's crazy because, it's crazy because nowadays, especially you see it a lot in the PGs and everything. It's who can play with these words the best instead of really just sitting down, being direct, punching. You know what I mean? It's who can finagle these words to make them sound like a bar. I'm not really a fan of the direction battle rap is headed. I'll still fuck around and watch, the Smack battles that, you had to go to round 1, then the next video was round 2, and then round 3. I'd rather watch those than these, than the new ones. It's the truth. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like the old battle rap, it just seems like when you watch like the older battles, like how you said Bourbon SB, like that had a certain kind of feel to it. Like when you watch it, it was like,
Exactly.
damn, okay, this is battle rap. Nowadays, it's like even some of the people who we remember back then who were just fire then and really hungry then. Now watching some of them, it's like, damn, I just wish he would retire. I wish he would like get that hunger back because it's like it's not the same. Like you're not even like some people just don't even have that edge anymore. They just kind of going through the
Yeah,
motions
no,
now.
no,
Like they
I
don't even really
definitely
have
feel
it.
that. Like, honestly, I think Mook and Solomon needs to happen on a different format, on a different platform. Um, of course, like they were battling in New York. They're both from around there, but like Mook is just, he's Mook in New York. No one was gonna get a, you know, no one was gonna get a fair shake off of that. Like, and especially, because let's say, his opponent was white time. He played that, the Jordan Zimmerman role perfectly. Let's just be honest. And and that shut down anything Iron had to say at the time. I think that that battle could be interesting on another platform. Um, yeah, no, it's just weird now.
Yeah, that's a fact, especially nowadays too. And I was gonna ask you this about your preference with the league that you battle on, because now it seems like there's like 1,000 different leagues, and
Mm.
it almost seems like anybody now can just call themselves a league owner, create a card real quick, and that could be the only card that they ever had. But now all of a sudden they're a league now. You know what I mean? Where you see like these ethers, the total slaughters, things like that. You even have some
Yeah,
leagues that
I mean every
shut down. Like
every
yeah,
like
leagues in the
yeah
South that are
every
no
like
longer here.
urban city has a battle league nowadays. Houston got one. You know what I mean? Like pretty sure New Orleans got one. You know what I mean? No diss to them, but they're just everywhere now. And that's good. That's both good and bad for the culture. Good because, the cream will rise to the top. You know what I mean? You're going to get the really good guys coming out of there, and they're going to excel, from those leagues and end up in bigger, and on bigger stages. But it's bad because, now you got all these leagues fighting for views. You know what I mean? And they really, a lot of times, they have to overpay a lot of names just to get some attention to their league. And it becomes oversaturated. It's like hearing 8 million mumble rappers at the same time. I'm not calling any battle rapper a mumble rapper. It's a pure example. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it feels. It's just oversaturated. So, good.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. I was gonna ask you, what is your preference as far as where you battle at, like with your style and how you battle? Are you somebody who's more so comfortable on like a street kind of platform, whether it was like a URL, RBE, UW, something like that? Or are you more comfortable like on the King of the Dot, you know what I'm saying, something like that where it's a little more diverse?
Like my style. It's like my style screams URL, but my face screams King of the Dot. You know what I mean? Like the reason why I say that is because I am like I'm a puncher. I'm a bar for bar type of person, and that's what like I'm not really like a big multi type of person. Like I love punching. You know what I mean? And so if you look at that, like I think the more, let's say, like street style platforms would be better suited for my style, but I think I have a better shot at making it in a King of the Dot. I mean, the diversity of the league. You know what I mean? The demographic is a bit different, a bit more accepting, I should say. Just be honest.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
So
Go ahead.
with your with your style, because I've actually seen a couple that you had before, your battles and whatnot, and I see, you know what I'm saying, you can tell that there's hunger behind what you're doing. It's not like it's forced. It just seems like it's a very fluid kind of style, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that I can respect, is when it looks like it's original to the person versus somebody just trying to create something based on somebody else's originality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So for go ahead.
Go ahead. No. So what was the question again?
No, I was gonna say, with your style, is it something that you focus on more originality? Do you focus on more bars? Do you focus on more performance? Or is it just something where it's like however you write it and perform it out when you're prepping, that's just how you go about it?
Yeah, well, first off, my goal as a writer is to write some shit that hasn't been heard before. I think that should be everybody's goal. You know, like, I'll literally, like, check references off that I'm not going to use because it's been overused. You know what I mean? Like, I'll scratch those off. Like, no, I can't say that. It's been done too many times. You know, I don't like using a lot of current events because, you know, you got a lot of people that do that. So I just want to bring something different to the table as far as lyrical content. Like, you know, what I'm saying. I strive to bring different shit. You know, and then as far as, like, performance, you know, honestly, this being my third battle, you know, that's more of my point of emphasis right now as far as, like, improving that, you know, getting more comfortable in the ring in general, and being able to act out what I'm saying too, you know, to connect to the crowd better, you know. So, yeah, no, it's just, to be honest, my writing process is strictly writing, and then I'll perform it out after the fact. So, yeah.
Okay. Heard that. So this year, I know you have, you know, JBurna coming up, man. Shout out to the homie Burner, man. I know he's been talking about it. He's ready for the battle as well. After the battle with JBurna, though, what's this year looking like for you? Are we, you know, can we anticipate seeing you on one of these, you know, big cards coming up this year? I mean, are you going to be focusing out here on the West Coast, or are you going to try and branch out to other places?
You know, to be honest, you know, when opportunity comes knocking, I'm not one to ignore the, you know, the door, you know what I mean? If it happens, it happens. Like, I put my name in for this, you know, Chris Wynn and No Good hit me back and said, look, we got a plate for you. So, you know, that's basically how it's been. I do want to, you know, I want to battle on A-Hat again, whether it's Vegas or Cali, you know. I already had this, I kind of had this, like, planned and, like, scheduled off and everything for work, and then I got hit up for Bizzle, you know, shout out to R&B, you know, appreciate the look. But, you know, I got hit up for Bizzle Barfest, but I wasn't going to be able to make it out there, so, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, I definitely want to battle on, you know, on A-Hat again. And I know, you know, if King of the Dot comes knocking, GZ comes knocking, any of these, you know, West Coast leagues come knocking with the right look at the right time, I'll definitely take everything into consideration.
Okay. That's what's up. So I seen you when you were talking about, you know, normally with your battles, you troll a little bit with the battlers, like trying to promote it in that way. Is that something that you do for all battlers, or is that just something you do to those who either don't have out or those that you know what I'm saying, where you kind of just like, it's just a battle I'm taking.
You know, I come from boxing, right? And in boxing, you know, one of the biggest things of the fight is selling the fight. You know, like, could you imagine, like, how, you know, how many less people would watch Floyd Mayweather if he didn't have the attitude that he did? if he didn't have the demeanor he did, hold on one second. You got to sell the fight. And to be honest, it has nothing to do with my opponent's profile. It's my profile. At the end of the day, this is my third battle, so of course I need to sell my fight so people watch my fight, or in this situation, my battle.
Okay, I heard that. So especially this year, I think with the West Coast battle scene, I really do believe that, especially this year, it's looking like it's taking off in the right direction. Like the last few years has been crazy, especially out here on the West as far as battle rap is concerned. I definitely see this year is going to be even that much more. In your opinion, if you could pick a 5 to represent the West right now, who would the top 5 in the West be to you right now in battle rap?
Active, like, right now,
Yeah.
like, well, what's the criteria? Did they have to battle within the past year? Or what is it?
If they had a battle in 2016, I'll qualify them as active.
All right. So, Daylight, Rum Nitty, Emerson Kennedy, Danny Myers, and Diesel.
Okay, and that would be your 5 that you would just say, this 5 right here is not losing to anybody.
Yeah, I'd put them up against any other city's 5, any other coast 5. Just because, each one of them have a different style, has a different style. Each one of them, brings a different element to the game. And, that would be the West Coast starting 5 right now for me.
Yeah, okay.
6-man would be like a B-Dot. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hitters out west, but if you asking me for 5, I'm giving you that 5 right there.
Okay. And so I want to ask you this as well. When it comes to the West and the battle scene, do you feel like the West has to go to the East Coast, whether that's URL or RBE or some platform out there? Do you feel like they have to go out there, or do you feel like they could just stay here, put on great battles out here, and just build out here?
I think we can bet out here, to be honest with you. It's just going to take, a few of the league owners to get up money into this. And I understand, YouTube views ain't like they used to be. The crowds ain't coming in like it used to, but with the proper, marketing, the proper venue, I think it can be done here. We have enough talent here. And, I mean, let's be honest, like, do rappers really want to go to, New York or Canada in December, or do they want to come to LA in December? Let's just be honest. It's a better draw. You know what I mean? I think we have everything we need here, on the West, to be successful. It's just a matter of, a couple of these league owners getting together and, putting their minds and money together to do it.
That's so. They have an upcoming card out here on LA Battlegrounds, the LA B3 card. And there's a few matchups on that card that, just kind of stand out. Just to anybody, even if you weren't really paying attention to the West, there are a few matchups that stand out based on some of the names. Like you have Ichi on there, Link, Yak. You know what I'm saying? You got all these different people. You got Strick on there, Young Cannon's on there. If there's somebody right now from the West that you feel like you could have a classic battle with right now that you really want to battle, who would that person be?
Clutch.
I
don't even have to think about that.
Okay. I remember you said that would be in your top 3 as well. Was Clutch? That's a fire battle right there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, because it'll be that that low man versus low man battle, and we both talk that shit. So it's like, I think that we'd have a good exchange of words.
Okay. I heard that. So for what you like as far as your preference with battle rap, are you somebody who leans more towards guys like who have more performance as far as like, I respect his performance level, I respect his pen. Like, is there something that you put over the other, or are you somebody who just likes a combination of everything?
Look, I want to click on a video and just go crazy off the first, at least either the second or fourth bar. You know what I mean? Like, I want my attention captured like that. I try to do the same thing. It's like an attention grabber. Like when you're reading a book, if the first paragraph ain't interesting, you're gonna close that fucking book, even though it's a best-selling novel. It didn't catch your interest. I want my attention to be caught within the first 15 seconds of a round, so I can watch the rest of 3 to 5 minutes of it nowadays. So bars, and originality. That's the two biggest things for me.
Okay. I heard that. Bars. So are you one of those people who believes that it really is bars over names or bars over everything, or do you feel like you need something more than bars?
No, definitely. Like, there's different elements in battle rap, but when you talk about, replay value, having to rewind what someone said just so you can catch it, in a way that they intended for you to catch it, that's what brings the replays.
Yeah, I heard that. No, I definitely know what you're talking about with that, and I just feel like everybody nowadays in battle rap, everybody has bars. Like, even if you don't really necessarily like a certain person's style, everybody still has bars. It's just how they're delivering it, their originality with the bars.
Exactly, originality. For a while it sounded like, like you could line people up and every odd number rapper sounded like one another and every even number rapper sounded like one another. So, that's just how it felt for a while. I mean, it's starting to come back around. There's a lot of people out there like Chef Trez is entertaining, and he got a nice pen. So, I got a lot of respect for him. His last battle, I didn't really like it too much, but his shit before that was cool. Chef Trez is dope. What's that dude's name that had the fist behind the head? What was his name? Ryder?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's dope. But before that, it sounded like everybody, like, you could look at one person and says, oh, he just sounds like him from 5 years ago. I guess it's like Michael Jordan effect. You know what I mean? They all saw Mike and wanted to be Mike. They see LeBron and want to be LeBron.
Got your surf thing going on right now, man. It's like basketball.
Oh yeah. Surf said, Surf did say it's like basketball.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? Once again, man, I want to go ahead and say I appreciate you, calling up, man, and talking that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Apologies for the delay on everything. But with these last few minutes here, man, I want to give you a chance to go ahead and do any shout-outs that you may have, man. Be able to plug anything that you have, like music, upcoming battles, or anything like that, man. I'll let the last few minutes be all you.
I was looking forward to talking shit to JBurna. Where he at?
I don't know where Burna is. I think he might be. He might be drowsy, man. He got them Z's going on, man. I done hit him up a few times.
He might be
Burna is out.
He's eating.
You said he's eating?
He's eating right now. He's eating. He might have ate his phone on accident.
Hey, well, I was talking to him today. He was like, "Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. He can troll all he wants to. I'm ready to get up on there and talk to him." I was like, okay.
One troll post and he got in his feelings. Oh man, I should have treated him like everybody else. I should have really rattled his cage. He got lucky. He really did, man. Like if you ask the AHAD group what I do, like before my battles. Like to be honest, like I are you in the AHAD group?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, like you know how it is over there. Everybody trolls everybody, and I loved it. So when I got in, I just started trolling everybody that I was battling. I trolled the hell out of 65. I trolled the hell out of Ron Compton. Shout out to both of them. They both the homies now, but, like, it was ugly for them in the group.
Trust
I didn't do it.
They got a few of those going around in all the groups, man. Shout out to the homie, Yak the Ripper. He's another one who be, his troll level be on a different level.
Like,
Omar, he's like God
like,
troll, bro. He's on a different level.
Yeah, Bar Code in general, that's troll code. Bobby is crazy with it. Diesel don't be like, nah, Diesel be posting shit. But he also gets real slick with his comments. So, Yak always does those fusions. So,
yeah, he does.
It's entertaining as shit. But yeah, no. Look, March 18th, man. Y'all out there listening, come out to AZ and watch an Asian beat up on a poor fat kid, because that's what's gonna happen. Like I'm not coming to play, like at all. I'm gonna be as direct as possible, and I'm just coming to punch somebody's head off. So if y'all like bars, if y'all like punches, if y'all like seeing fat people get tortured, come to No Excuses 3, and you're going to get all of that in one battle. You like the fat people get tortured? That's funny as shit, ain't it?
I heard that. Talk to him.
I wish she was on the line. I was looking forward to it. You made me, you got me hyped for that. Now he somewhere in his sleep.
Hey, I didn't even know, it was going to, go down like a little face-off or something. I was just kind of messing around when I had said it to him. And he's like, hold on, let's get that popping. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, it's good. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, he's like, this dude just has no idea, bro. I swear I'm about to cook him. I was like, oh, okay. Let's go.
Bruh, you know what? Like, maybe in, like, a physical sense, like, in a literal, like, he might try to cook me because he's hungry.
This nigga here, bro. Come on, bro.
Not lyrically, man. Are you kidding me? Look,
I mean, he stood in front of Yak the Ripper, though, man. He stood in front of Yak.
No, Yak the Ripper.
Hold on, what happened?
Like, who cares? He died in front of Yak. Look, watch this. Floyd Mayweather fight Henry Cooper. You remember Henry Cooper?
A little bit.
No, because no one gave a fuck about him.
Oh, man. It's still here. Oh, man.
Just because he battled somebody doesn't mean like he did something against them. Look, he's better off freestyling his entire just existence in this battle just to have that shock factor. Like, point at people's hats like he usually does. Point at my shirt and say something like, and flip it. Like, do that, because if you try to just come bar for bar with me, if he does that, there's no fucking way in hell he's taking a second of this battle. Not even a syllable.
Okay, I heard that. Hey, I definitely.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I definitely cannot wait until this battle actually drops, man. 'Cause when it drops, man, I would be talking so much shit because Burner, that's the homie. He's been talking shit about this battle for a while. I didn't even know he was battling you, and then when I finally found out it was you, I said, "Hold up!" I said, "This battle's actually gonna be crazy." I said, "Let me go ahead and holler at the good people real quick." That's why I'm glad that Ron Compton hit me up. Shout out to Ron. I'm glad he hit me up because I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm definitely trying to talk to the good brother, man. I've been looking forward to this battle for a second because Burner been like, yeah, man, I'm trying to prep right now. Now I can't even be talking like I'm trying to prep." I was like, okay, do a little preparation thing, and once it got closer to the day, I'm like, okay, I see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
He had you fooled, bro. He had you fooled. He was meal prepping. Meal prepping. It's 19 meals a day. He was meal prepping.
Hey, Hey, don't let this man really come into this battle and then start cooking out of nowhere, man.
Look, man, I'm hoping for that. Honestly, I got the best performance from 65 anybody's ever seen. I got the best Ron Compton to date when he battled me. I want the best out of people. That's why I troll. Like, I'm going to be real. Chris Wynn, that's the homie. He hit me up, said who I had. I was like, you don't got anybody else? And he was like, motherfucker, he just battled Yak. I was like, Yak is a name, but that doesn't make him a name. Like, it's the truth. Don't get me wrong, like, I talked to the homie Diesel a lot. And I talked to him, I was like, man, I'm not motivated, for a lot of these names that people give me. Because I do feel like I can, be up there with the best in A-Hat, the best in GZ, some of the best in KLTD. I feel like that. And he told me straight up, like, man, don't even battle them. Battle yourself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm battling myself.
I heard that. That's what it is, man. Well, once again, man, I appreciate you, calling up, man. And if we can get you and Burna on the line, man, before y'all battle, man, we definitely go ahead and get that popping and, let y'all go ahead and talk that shit before you guys battle.
You know what? I changed my mind. Don't get Burna on the line. He'll break it.
This nigga right here, bro. Come on. Oh, man. Hey, y'all be ready for this battle, man. It's going down to the AZ, man. Corleone versus JBurna. That shit's going to be crazy, man. But definitely appreciate you coming on, King. And when your battles, when you guys finally do battle, man, I'll get you back up on here very soon.
All right, bro.
All right, King. Appreciate you, man.